There's more news. Look at that. Development preview. Cross factions. WoW is saved, right? Right? Let's see what they got here. For years now, many players have questioned whether the rules restricting communication and cooperation between Alliance and Horde need to be so obsolete. Sorry. I thought it's already obsolete. The faction divide could keep close friends from playing together. Not really. Or cause players to feel their faction leaves them with far fewer opportunities to pursue their favorite group content. Actually true. But this friend playing together? Nah, if you play with a friend, you just talk with the friend. It's not like, hey man, you want to play with some WoW? Yeah, sure. So what do we do? I'll play a Night Elf. And you? I want to play an Orc. Friendship broken? No. That's just not gonna happen. The guy's gonna go Blood Elf and you're gonna go Orc. If you would be starting the game, of course, right? Which is a big mistake in the first place, but these downsides have long been justified in order to preserve a central element of the Warcraft universe. It all began with the game titled, right? I like how this guy wrote this. But to quote one-time war chief, yeah, it's time to change. Yep, that's right. I am pleased to announce that we are working, okay, on adding the ability for Alliance and Horde players to form premade parties together for dungeons, raids, and... Why is it dungeons, raids, and rated PvP? Wait, I need to correct this because it shouldn't be like this. It should be for all content. If I want to do world PvP with my Alliance buddy and smack others, let me do it. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. You could totally be like an Orc and a Night Elf and, you know, we team up, we put war mode on, we're friendly towards each other, and we choose Alliance or Horde, and then we just nuke all Alliance players or all Horde players if we wish to. Simple as that. Or doing world quests, for example. Let's see. There have been 2 decades worth of code and content crafted with the assumption that parties can only have players of a single faction. And while we want to make this feature available as soon as possible, the extent of the change means that it couldn't be ready in time for the upcoming Eternity's End. So this patch 9.2, but 2 decades worth of code. Do they mean like code of, you know, morale or code programming code? Because I read this as in-game like programming code, and that there's a fundamental design where they have to work their ass off in order to reprogram to enable this thing. That's what I think. That's how I understand it, at least. Instead, we are planning to test and release it as part of a subsequent... Okay, so there's going to be 9.2.5. We're eager to hear your feedback about the... Oh, nice. I'm giving you feedback right now, then. About the details we're sharing today and on the details of our implementation when this feature becomes available in the PTR following the release. Okay. So, before we get into this here, there's going to be 9.2.5 patch. So, let's see. February 1st. We still don't have 9.2. My bet is it's going to be in March earliest, if not April, because the patches have to be 9 months for some reason. Yeah, then 9.2 is going to be another 9 months. That's going to be almost 10, 11 months. And then once this hits, of course, it's going to be another 9 months. So be ready, guys, for Mists of Pandaria version 2. Or even the longer one. They're going for a world record this time. Or WoW record. We'll see, but I could bet some money on it. It's gonna be like that. So it's gonna be long, and also the code. So they have a lot of work to do. But this is a good step that they want to do. This is very good so far. And I just don't like this here. It should be all content. Let's see what they found out. In crafting the rule set for this new feature, we were guided by 2 goals. Okay. Focus on organized instance gameplay. Okay. Dungeons, raids, and rated PvP have been the center of the most compelling key. Yeah. This is content that by definition requires, and thus social barriers will have the greatest negative impact. Yeah, I mean, yes, I cannot say no, because all content means all content, not just instant. But yeah. Make this an opt-in feature as much as possible? No. What? In terms of the enrolled and player preferences, there are decades of animosity to overcome. While we are excited to offer players the choice, we know that there are many who will react warily to this change, and we won't want to override those preferences while increasing options for players. No! Like, I'll explain in a moment why I don't like this, okay? Let's read the other bullet points. These guidelines led us to the following system. Players will be able to directly invite members of the opposite faction to a party if you have a battle tag, real ID friendship, or if you are members of cross-faction WoW communities. Okay, so there are cross-faction WoW communities. Okay. This is very good, I like it. Pre-made groups in the group finder listing for mythic, raids, or rated arenas or BGs will be open to applicants of both factions. Oh, the group leader may choose to restrict if Why do you have to always do great ideas in the most bad way? Like, why? I'll explain in a moment about this, okay? And what you should be doing otherwise. Guilds will remain single. So, we can have cross-faction communities, but not cross-faction guilds. What's the logic here? Please, tell me. And random matchmade activities like heroic dungeons, skirmishes, or random BGs will all remain same. Well, what's the reason? Both because there is less faction-driven pressure around random groups, and to avoid compromising the opt-in nature of feature by randomly placing a queuing orc in a group with an... Oh my god! Okay, tell me this. First of all, how do we talk about random BGs, skirmishes, heroic dungeons? Who the fuck cares if it's an orc with a night elf? Tell me this, please. Like, okay, if you're doing random, opt-in feature, sure. You can opt in if you want to wait 10 fucking minutes to get into a dungeon because you're a racist. Whoa, racist for some reason that doesn't want to play as an orc with a night elf. That's all you can say about it. You have to be a racist. So the opt-in for random battlegrounds, totally fine, okay? But it's by default, it should be you got the players, go in and play. There is 2 teams and you fight against each other. Give them flag colors, whatever. You already have a technology solution for this. Am I right? Like TBC Classic? Anyone remembers? 2-hour queues? Huh? You fixed it somehow. Instantly. You had to do 2, I don't know, waves of testing for a good feature? What the fuck? So I don't know what... And anyways, it's hard to like program this anyways, because I don't think it's a copy paste. You have to work on it to revamp some system, right? You can also make a fix in 1 day for this. You just take a few variables. For example, what is your faction? Horde Alliance. If you are Horde and you queue for random BG, and wow, the timer is 9 minutes, right? And then you take the other factors. Oh, if you're Alliance and you take that timer, or these are the variables, right? And that timer is 1 minute. 1 minute and 9 minutes. Then you do less or more. And automatically you give the Horde player the buff that you have to go to this NPC, which puts you a silly face on your mask. I mean, silly face on your silly mask on your face, right? And boom, automatically fixed, stitched, let's say, random battlegrounds timers. Same for skirmishes, Hurricane. It's like, what the? Why are you limiting yourself to this? Anyways, for this, compromising opt-in. No, for this you can have the opt-in, because maybe there are some racist people that, you know, just hate Alliance for some reason, or hate Horde. I don't know. Sure, let them be in their happy lives. But now other things. The group leader may choose. No, absolutely not. Just make it anyone is queuing. And you know, if the guy is a racist, right? Or even a sexist, let's say. He's a sexist as well. And he, for some reason, does not like Alliance characters, Night Elves, and female Night Elves. Or female Taurens, let's say, right? Let's say that he's a fucked up person. He doesn't like it. Don't make it that you have to opt in, opt out. No. Delete this. I'll tell you why, because in a moment. Just make it that anyone who queues up, right? You'll be able to see, like, it's a Night Elf. Okay, so you know it's Alliance. And is it a female or male? Just make it that way. And then we can all be gentlemen in being racist, sexist, or whatever we want in the game, okay? I'll just be like, hey, I hate Night Elves. I hate female Night Elves. Oh, there's this guy, Night Elf female queuing. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna decline him. Why do I have to care to opt in, opt out? And why would you want to not opt in, opt out? Because, for example, now, what's the ratio of Alliance players versus Horde players? Any numbers? In my opinion, I think it's like 10% to 90. Something like that. But maybe let's just go WoW progress. Right, it's a silly site that wasn't updated 2 years ago. 2 years, but they still have some shit. So let's see. Let's go guilds, right? Guilds. Now we have them. So we have 20 positions per slot. I see 2 blues. 2 out of 20, that's 1%, right? No, that's 10%. Sorry, bad math. But that's 10%. Next page, 10%. 0, 10. That's more, that's like 4%. I mean 12, sorry. I don't know, maybe 15. Look, another 2 blues. Ooh, 4 blues. Oh shit. Okay, this is unexpected. Oh no, wait again. Okay, yeah. Ooh. More blues. Reds, reds. Blues, reds. Like, it doesn't take a genius to go through this and notice that there's obviously more Horde players than Alliance players. Maybe it's not 10, 90% like I said, because looking at this at least, it seems like that would be actually more like 15%, 85. Well, Blizzard has the numbers, so tell me now this. Opting in. Why would a Horde character like me opt in into this silly feature? Tell me. like for long going, maybe you have a plan for 9.25. Maybe, and it's gonna fix everything. But if you would do it right now with the current systems you have, which are bad, by the way, I would literally encourage everyone to not opt into this. If you're Horde, of course, because if you're Alliance, I guess you're very happy because you don't have to wait for 2 hours for a group to do something. So this is obviously awesome for Alliance players, but Horde, I'm just gonna be like, no, I have my options here. You see, so it shouldn't be an opt-in feature, at least now, if it would be now, or even, well, we'll see what 9.2.5 brings in, because maybe it will change a lot of things, but yeah. But anyways, for like the group finder or pre-made groups, opt-in, it should not be a choice. No, it should be just boom, you're there, people sign up, that's all. You're a racist, you don't like night elves, don't invite them. You're a sexist, don't invite female characters. Why not? But just make, like, instead of opting in, just make it that it's already there, but you can read the more details about it, right? So I don't understand this point here. This one here, however, it's good. This one is good. I mean, good for opting in, right? Not that it's not active in. So for random matchmate activities, it should be that you can opt in if you wish to wait 9 minutes. Okay, that's up to you, buddy. But if I don't, I just want to play and I don't care about races and WoW. Just let me fucking play, okay? And now here, opt-in feature, yeah. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say here. Let's go further. Once in party together, members of the opposite faction will remain unfriendly while in outdoor world and fully hostile in war mode. No, he's my friend. You fuck. I go into a party with him not to kill him. I go into party with him, play with him. You okay? Like I said in the beginning, it will be better that if I just invite the guy and we decide to go world PvP, we have then an option to like just tag. We're fighting for the alliance now. So we're hostile together, both me, Orc, and my Night Elf friend. We are hostile against the Horde. Or if we choose to be unfriendly with the alliance, we choose that we want to kill alliance players. Easy as that. I mean, idea sounds easy, but the programming, I think it's here. It's 2 decades of code which you have to go through, and I pity you, the guy or team who's going through that, because that's a lot of revamping you have to do. But let's go further. As they do today, oh, they will be able to communicate through party chat. Yeah, whatever. I can also communicate with them right now. I just drink this elixir, right? And I can understand Hordish gibberish and Alliance gibberish, whatever. Just watch some Rextra and how is he talking with those people? Upon entering a dungeon raid, however, all members, yeah, assist, trade, earn, yeah. How about I want to do world content with my buddy? A major goal in announcing this feature in advance is to make sure we are capturing all the expectations and yeah, okay, this is okay. I know it might sound negative about this, right? But this is just my opinion that you're going to the right direction, but you're doing I think you're a little bit blind here and you need some expectations and requirements. A group raiding or chasing should be able to operate seamlessly whether they are same faction. This is very it should be a long time ago. After we, I don't know, finished the BFA, it should have been like that. I think Thrall or Jaina meet secretly behind everyone's back and like, yeah, we have to be friends now and fight together. We're stronger together. This functionality will also apply to legacy. Well, yeah. Oh, there will be several older instances that cross-faction parties cannot enter, at least for now. At least for Battle for Dazzle. Well, it's Alliance and Horde, but you can pretty easy fix that. Trial of the Crusader. Yeah, Ice Cream Season. I like this like remember that gunship battle? You're right. It's like right? This guy is a nice guy, I guess. Or at least he wants to get some stuff done correctly. And a handful of what others? Extensive components that will have to be reworked. Okay, so how I understand this, and I think I'm understanding it correctly. 2 decades of code and blah blah blah. So that means you're revamping your spaghetti code, your fundaments, instead of stitching onto them software-wise, which that can take a lot of time, to be honest. And I'm not sure if you're stitching it up because of these, or you're developing the fundaments from ground. And I think you're doing that actually. So this is actually very nice to read and hear from you, because it means that good times are coming. But it's a lot of work, to be honest. And but it seems that you don't know how to approach it. So Battle of Dazzler, have to be Alliance or Horde. What about you just do it like you are doing it? You have the system. You enter there as a cross-faction group, right? And then when you are revamping your system, it's not gonna look at the variable of faction, but there's gonna be like an NPC standing there, or 2 NPCs, right? A Night Elf and an Orc, and then it's gonna be like, okay, guys, we're here today in this raid. Which memory do we want to do? Is it a Alliance version or Horde version? And then you just speak to the NPC like to a chromie and, hey, we want to do Alliance version. And then you do the Alliance version. Solved. It's like 1 minute of work. Solved. But I know it sounds like, it's easy, but I know it's not easy. You have to first revamp your 2 decades of code, but you can make it in the fundaments that it'll be easy for you to do this kind of decision. Where is this? For Battle of Dazzalor. Same for Trial of Crusader. You go there in with a group, and the group just talks to an NPC. Which version of the faction you would want to encounter and see. Right? Ice Cream Citadel, same thing. You go in and you say, yeah, we want to fight as if we were Alliance. That's all. Easy. Fixed. Handful others, I don't know what other ones you would have there, but same shit. Okay, let's go further. There are likely those who have read this far with some unease, some donkeys perhaps, worried that this is chipping away at the foundational principle of Warcraft. Guys, let's be real. You have to be a donkey to be uneasy about this change. You're not a gamer at all. You're just some kind of asshole and racist guy, sexist guy as well, probably. Whatever, just ignore this. At BlizzCon, when an attendee asked about cross-faction play, we responded at the time that Alliance and Horde separation is a pillar of what makes Warcraft. I mean, maybe not separation, but upon reflection, that's an exactly. It's not separation, but identity. And with an underscore, nice. Is what the fundamental to World of Warcraft. And while at times that identity has been one of the division, and upon conflict, we've seen Alliance and Horde finding common ground. Yada yada. I'm glad that you finally opened your eyes. We're hopeful that these changes will serve to actually strengthen compelling rather than aesthetics. Yes. Following the events of the Alliance and Horde are poised in an uneasy armistice. The factions will stand apart, and even as some of their leaders cooperate, its members of each faction will neither forgive nor forget the wartime actions of the other. For every Jaina, there is a Gen, and that seems unlikely to change anytime soon. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Well, finally they're doing something good. That's very good. But like I said, you want opinion. So just like I said in the video, opt-in, absolutely not. For premade groups and group finder, no. For random match-made activities, yes, make this an opt-in feature. If an asshole wants to wait 9 minutes for the queue, let him wait. No problem. But normally, just play whatever it is. 1 minute queues, just like in TBC Classic you have done. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. Premade groups, like I said, absolutely not. Just make, like in the interface itself, that it says it's a night elf hunter. And additionally, if you want to be very nice for the sexist people, if it's a female or male, right? Then we can all be gentlemen assholes every day. Players will direct, yeah, this is good. Focused, and here all content, please. Where is it? This all content, not just like yeah, instanced. If I want to play with my friend, I want to be friendly with him. Okay? And then you just make a feature. I choose I fight for Horde or I fight for Alliance or against them. Doesn't matter our party. And in the end of the day, it's either red bar, kill, or I cannot kill you, I can heal you and give you green numbers. Like, it's that simple.